Hey guys, welcome to the Courage Collective. It is Wisdom Wednesday, and this week I wanted to talk about why surviving domestic violence and surviving the abuse that you did is not a weakness but a strength. So, a question that I found myself asking myself a lot was if I was a stronger person, would I have left sooner? And I'm sure I'm not the only person to ask myself that question in this situation. So today I want to go into some reasons, go into some things, and really challenge that belief. So, the first point that I want to make is that surviving what you did is strength. Survival is not passive, it is an active response to immediate danger. Every day that you stayed alive, every day that you protected yourself, every day that you protected your children, that was you showing an act of courage. Strength doesn't always look like a loud action. Sometimes it's simply making it through the day. Abuse changes the way that your brain responds to situations. Living in constant fear causes your brain to focus on survival, not perfection, not the small details. And the decisions that you made at that time under that duress, dealing with that abuse, those were decisions that you made under extreme stress, not because you are weak. You adapted to the situation you were in because your mind was trying to keep you safe. And strength often looks a lot different than I think what we expect it to. When we think of strength, we think of some big, boisterous, heroic act, right? But strength can be as simple as getting out of bed in the morning or carrying a smile on your face in front of your children so that they don't sense and carry your fear, or getting yourself up and getting ready to go to work and with that emotional pain on your mind and holding it together. Strength is learning how to find hope when somebody that you love and somebody that you trusted and somebody that you thought was going to provide safety is trying to take that hope away from you. You were solving impossible problems. If you were dealing with things like financial abuse, you were probably weighing situations like your safety against homelessness. If you're dealing with a situation like stalking or physical abuse, you're weighing leaving against them retaliating. But during this situation, the skills that you learned are the skills that kept you alive. Learning to read somebody's mood before they enter a room kept you alive. The escalating a dangerous situation kept you alive. And those are not personality traits, right? Those are not characteristics that we're born with. Those are survival skills that we learn. But the beautiful thing is that the strength that you used to survive this abuse, to survive this violence, this horrible, toxic, dangerous situation is the same strength that you can put into your healing. The resilience that you carried throughout your abuse, through it, and I really hope to get out of it now, is the same resilience that you need to carry going into and going through your journey of recovery and healing. Because healing is yet again just another form of courage, another form of bravery to face those traumas, to relive those experiences in such a way that allows you to heal from them and process them, is without a doubt absolutely courageous. Another thing is like setting boundaries, right? And every boundary that you set, every boundary that you learn to maintain is evidence that your strength is just continuing to grow. And your story is not defined by what was done to you, what happened to you. Abuse is something that happened to you, it's not who you are. Your worth was never determined by somebody else. Your worth was never determined by somebody else's compulsion to be cruel to you. And you have to learn how to identify with something greater than your trauma, because you are so much stronger than you give yourself credit for. You survived manipulation, you survived fear, you survived being isolated, you survived being told that you were unlovable, that you were not enough, that nobody else would ever want you the way that you are, and you are still fucking here. And that is so incredible. Because you are still here, that means that you have the opportunity to heal. And healing doesn't require you to be fearless. Courage is not the absence of the fear, it's the ability to move forward with the process of healing and facing these things despite the fear and the doubt that you have. Every counseling appointment, every conversation, every support group, every boundary, every peaceful moment that you have, every peaceful day that you have is progress. So I want to challenge you to replace the lies that we tell ourselves with the truth. Instead of saying something like, I am weak, look in the mirror and say, I survived unimaginable fucking circumstances. Instead of saying, I should have known better, you need to look at yourself and say that I did the best that I knew how to do with the information that I had. Instead of telling yourself that you are broken, remind yourself that you're healing. And instead of saying that I failed or I'm behind in my life, tell yourself that you never gave up on yourself, that you never stopped fighting. You are not weak because you survived. You are not less valuable because you were abused. You are not behind in life because healing is a process that takes time. You deserve the same safety and the same peace and the same life and love without fear that everybody else deserves. And you deserve a future that is not controlled by your past or by somebody that hurt you. So, with that, I want to just leave you with your survival is proof of your strength. Your healing is proof of your courage. Your story is proof that you can outlive horrible circumstances and that you are not defined by what you endured, but you are defined by the strength that it took to keep going and to get to the other side. And I hope make it out. And lastly, please remember that strength has always been inside of you. It's always been there. Don't lose touch of it. So with that, I leave you. Tune in tomorrow.